if you're listening to this, you're probably a pretty good business operator. It's unlikely that the quality of work by itself is going to significantly increase the number of leads without people knowing it. They have to know it. So whether it be eyeballs, earballs, radio, billboards, website, ads, whatever it happens to be, your ability to get more eyeballs on you is going to help you. Hey guys, welcome to the Painter's Circle, where we help painting business owners scale their operations, increase profitability, and gain more time freedom. I'm Taz Mullis, and in this podcast, I'll share actionable tips, expert strategies, and real-world insights that'll help you grow your painting business without burning you out. Ready to take your painting business to the next level? Let's go. Oh yeah! Hey guys, trust you super well. Most painting business owners don't get enough leads, not because of the quality of their work. Guess what? It's because nobody knows they exist. So we've just started the year and I'm talking to painting business owners around the country, and one of the questions that keeps coming up is, how do I get more leads? Or how do I improve the quality of their leads? Because you know what they want? They want to do more quotes. Not only that, they want to do more quotes for the people that they want to be working with. And on another level on that, they don't actually want more quotes. They want to win more work for the people they like working for. So if that's you, let's listen in. We're going to cover that today. Now, when I say that they don't know you exist, the reality is you're probably really, really good at what you do. Now, the work of marketing, so I'm going to put that marketing, the work of marketing is getting your message out there to people. Because if people don't know you exist, they don't know how to hire you, where to find you, to get you to come out, have a look at the job. So your work, or if you hire someone to help you with the marketing, is to get people seeing you. For lack of a better description, it's just to get eyeballs on you and your business. Now, let me clear something up. The difference between sales and marketing is that marketing is getting prospective clients to the door, and sales is getting people through the door. Don't mix them up, okay? So we're going to be talking about marketing, which is the concept of getting eyeballs on you. Cool? Cool. Now, there's only 3 things you can focus on in marketing. When we start out in business, we're by ourselves, we've got a small crew. Most of the marketing that we do is free. Free being word of mouth, referrals, our networks, our aunties, our cousins, our grandmothers, our grandfathers. The work that's coming in is free. Doesn't cost us a cent to do. Have you had that experience before? The great thing about it, it doesn't cost anything. The downside to it is it's unpredictable. You don't know when you're going to get it. You don't know how often it's going to come in. You can't control when and where those referrals come in for the most part. There are ways around that. But also, as your business grows, there's usually not enough work from referrals and word of mouth, depending on the size of your business, to keep you going, to keep your pipeline consistent, to keep the lead flow, the quotes, the conversions, your pipeline consistent. So what happens in business where we're working away and we get to this point where we're just not getting enough leads in because it's predominantly free, and we start looking at other areas for us to increase the amount of eyeballs on our business. Remember that word, eyeballs. It's just people knowing that you exist. This is not a question of whether you're a good painter or you're good at your trade. That's a completely different subject. This is getting eyeballs on you and your business. So that is the number one function of marketing. That should be the number one function of the work that we do in business, is increasing the amount of eyeballs on our business. So we talked about free. We all know what free is. Unfortunately, free is capped. The second step is paid. No shit, Taz. So paid marketing. Now, you've probably heard of Google ads, social media, Facebook ads, and things like that. But even when you get a sign and put it on a job site, now you're only paying once. You may get 10 or 20 A-frame signs or call flute signs to put on every job. Now you're paying for people to see you so you get eyeballs on your work. So the goal you're trying to do is, how do I get more eyeballs on our work? Now, signage is a great way to do it. It's a fixed cost per year, and you keep putting signs out. Have you ever put signage on a vehicle or wrapped a vehicle, partially wrapped or fully wrapped? Now, if you've got a vehicle that's driving around town, or 2 or 3 or 10 vehicles driving around town, they're mini billboards. Guess what they're doing? They're getting eyeballs on your business. So now you're starting to pay to attract people to see your services. Again, this has nothing to do with the quality of your work. That's a different conversation. Even that caps out though. Then you'll get to a point where, well, I would like to maybe target the types of leads that we get in. Because this conversation is about increasing the number of leads into your business, but more importantly, increasing the quality and number of leads in your business, because you want to increase the quality and number of quotes and proposals that you're giving out to the market. If you're actually quoting 10 jobs per month and you're winning at 50%, that's 5 jobs per month. Pretty good. But if your business requires 10 jobs per month, you've either got to try and win at 100%, which means you're probably underpricing if you're winning everything, or you want to increase the number of quotes that you're doing. So potentially you need another 10 leads, 10 quotes per month. So you need to go from 10 to 20. Now, free may cap out. Paid, the first version of paid is signage, collateral. Then you get into more areas of paid marketing. A website is another way of paid marketing. It's your digital storefront. Again, it's about people getting eyeballs on you. So when you have a website, and you may pay 1, 2, 3, 5K, whatever you spend on that website, that's an investment in your business so people can check your, let's say, for better description, your front window, look at your store and see what work do you do. Do you work in our area? Are there other people that you work with that are happy with your services? You want people to be able to research. So that's great to have that. It's great to have the signage on the vehicles and on the jobs that you're doing, but eyeballs requires some traffic, some people to go to those areas, right? So your website. Now, if we stay on that paid cycle, Google Ads. Now, I'm not here promoting one or the other. I'm just promoting that after free, there's going to be a section in your business or a part of your business where if you want more eyeballs, it's going to require some effort. You can continue doing free by you being the person running around. So you could join networking groups, go out there and door knock, because that's still eyeballs on you. You are capped because only so many hours in a day, so many hours in a week. Or you could leverage and pay. You could pay to build a website. You could pay to get some signage. You could pay to do a social media campaign, ad campaign. You could pay to do some Google Ads. All of these different things stack up with the number one goal of, guess what? Getting eyeballs on you. Now, I said there was 3 forms of marketing. Free, paid. The third one is a hybrid. The third one is relationships. Although relationships may seem free, in essence, when you're sacrificing your time or you hire or recruit a business development manager or a sales manager, you're paying for their time to build relationships with your ideal target market. So you may be working in residential, strata, government, body corp, insurance, what happens to be, and you hire a person, that's a BDM. So you're paying for their time to build relationships with people, to build that, bring the business into your business. So although relationships, you aren't paying directly for the lead, you are indirectly paying with either your time, because you're doing the thing, or someone else's time because they're doing the thing. So to increase the number and quality of leads in your business, there are 3 choices. Free, paid, relationships. They all have pros and cons. It's really good to get really good at all 3 of them. Because if you can build a referral system, as in when I say a referral system, if you had a system in place where people will refer you on and there would be an exchange of value, that could actually increase the number of eyeballs into your business. It's capped. Very hard to leverage, very hard to control. If you consider paid marketing, like I said, it could be a website, could be a billboard, could be a bus stop shelter. It doesn't really matter. The number one goal is eyeballs. Where people fall down is they feel like people should just come to them because they know they're good. And that's only part of the story. The reality is people don't know you exist. So if you're going to play this game in business, particularly in 2026, if you're going to play this game of business and you require consistent and predictable quality leads coming to your business, it's going to require you to get eyeballs on your business. Let me tell you this really, really hard truth. The reality is everybody is distracted. I'm not sure if you're distracted, if you find yourself at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning doom scrolling Instagram, TikTok, or in the afternoon looking at TikTok and Instagram Reels. Everybody is doing the same, and guess what? Their attention span is extremely limited. So if you aren't proactively trying to get in front of your target market, whether it be free, paid, or through relationships, and your competition is, you know what's going to happen? The eyeballs are going to be on them. So now more than ever has the business owner's ability to get eyeballs on them cost effectively, by the way. I'm not recommending you go and blow the budget and just do ads for the sake of doing ads. This conversation is about marketing, getting people to the door. Remember, marketing, getting clients, prospects to the door. Sales is getting through the door. That transition between marketing and sales is a different kettle of fish. So if you are thinking about, wow, we really need to increase the quality and the number of leads coming to our business because we want to increase the quality and number of proposals we're getting out to the market because we want to increase the quality and number of the jobs that we're winning, it all starts right at the beginning. How many eyeballs per week, per month, per quarter, per year are on your business? And what avenues can you use to increase the number of eyeballs? That's the game we're playing, by the way. The ones or the businesses that can attract the most eyeballs will get the most attention. Once you get the most attention, we'll get the most leads and they'll get the most quotes and proposals and more than likely will win most of the work. So I want you to think about this. If you're sitting here or there and thinking about, we just want to get more leads, or how do we get more leads, or the leads we're getting suck, I want you to start thinking about it's a visual problem. It's how do we get more eyeballs on our business. When I'm talking to painting business owners, and this just happened today, people want to increase the leads, get more the quality, improve the quality of leads and proposals in the business when they need it. That is probably the most expensive time to get leads. I want you to start thinking strategically about your business. You're in business, okay? And for me, business is a long game. So if you're in business right now, you have to decide, am I going to be in this business for like 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years? You'll have an idea, right? If you're going to be in business for longer than 12 months, or 3 to 5 years, you may not be on the tools, but you're going to be in business for that long, it makes sense to build a predictable system that can do what you need done consistently. Now, marketing is one point. You don't need to get 100 leads today, but you need to understand if I need eyeballs, what can I do today, this week, this month, this quarter to put us in a position where we're attracting or increasing the number of leads to our business cost effectively. And then do that the next quarter, the next quarter, and the next quarter. Because getting leads should be an all year round thing. Eyeballs on your business should be an all year round thing. The most expensive time to get a client is when you need it. You know why? Because when you need a client, this is what usually happens. You have a sales problem. You go, we're not winning enough work, or we have a pipeline problem. Our pipeline is too short. We've only got a week's worth of work and we like to sit at about 6 to 8 weeks. When that point happens, more than likely you're thinking, wow, we've got to win more jobs. So when you need work is the most expensive time to get work, because what happens? You get stressed. You start thinking about, well, I've got to win this job, and guess what happens? Do you struggle with a plan in your painting business that's fast, clear, and specific? Our Game Plan Builder turns your chaos into a tailored plan. It's built fast, it's built for you, and it's built to move. Check out the show notes for your copy and download it today. You start second guessing your value and you potentially start dropping your prices. So the most expensive time to get a client is when you need it. The most expensive time to get a lead is when you need it, because you're going to pay overs for that. An example would be if you're doing Google Ads, for example, and you go, you've never done Google Ads before, and you've realized, wow, we're not getting enough leads in our business. We're going to go and get someone to do Google Ads for us, and we're going to blast it for a month, get as many as we can, and then drop the ad campaign there. You're going to pay way more per lead then than if you had a strategy for the whole 12 months. You go, okay, we've got 12 months right now. Now, that doesn't fix the problem with no sales right now. You may have to do that now, but you need to think long term. Otherwise, you're going to keep repeating the cycle. You're going to get a spike in leads, you're going to drop off the campaign, and then you're going to get really good for like a month or two, then you're going to drop in sales, spike in campaign, and you're doing this over and over and over again. And what happens is I hear this all the time, you go, but Taz, Google ads are expensive, Facebook ads are expensive, I don't get a return on investment on my Facebook ads, or insert the thing that I'm doing, it doesn't work. Well, it does work, it just doesn't work for you. And the reason it doesn't work for you is that you're not doing it over a long enough period. You're not correcting. It's unlikely you just start from zero, run an ad campaign, and hit a home run out of the park. That's a unicorn. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but that's a unicorn. The reality is you need to test your message, however you're going to deliver it, a sign, a website. I've had people tell me websites don't work. Let me just stop here for a second. If websites didn't work, if signage didn't work, if social media ads didn't work, if Google ads didn't work, they'd be out of business. They do work. The problem is we don't know how to work them. So when you're addressing the problem with, I need more leads, I need quality leads, I want better leads, I want better proposals, I want more proposals out there, insert the thing that you want. Start thinking long term. There's an immediate fix, great, do that. But don't start thinking long-term strategically, because over a long enough period of time, if you're able to get more eyeballs on you consistently month after month after month, guess what? Your lead cost actually goes down over time. It gets less expensive because you know what works. You know what, when you spend money in a certain area with a certain message, with a certain offer to the target market, then you get a result. If you just do an ad campaign, completely delegate it to someone, and hope for the best, guess what you're going to get? Who knows? It's like the lotto. But my key takeaway I would like you to understand around marketing, there's two parts. One, marketing is getting people to the door. That's the only function of marketing, is to get you face-to-face with a prospective client. That's the only function of marketing. Sales is getting them through the door. We're not talking about sales, we're talking about marketing. So that's point number one. Point number two is the best way to do that is to increase the amount of eyeballs on you and your business. More eyeballs, more content, more messaging, whatever that happens to be. You can choose free, which is your time and attention, paid, using leverage, so technology, websites, and ads, or relationships, someone else's time and attention or your time and attention. They're your three avenues you get to choose from. They all work, but you can only work in, potentially depending on your capacity and your resource in your business, one or two areas at a time. So depending on where your business is at, sit down and get really clear, how many leads or how many quotes did we do on average per month last year? Add them all up, divide by 12. It's not rocket science. Okay? Let's say it's 20. We did 5 of them a week, 4 weeks a month on average every month. So you did 20 proposals or quotes. And you want Well, based on our business size right now, we've added 2 more team members. We actually need to be winning an extra 3 jobs per month. And let's say you're winning at 50% conversion rate, so you need to go to 26 quotes per month. So it's 6 extra per month. So 1.5 additional quotes per week. It's not that, when you think about it, oh, okay, I could probably get another 2 quotes per week. So what it's going to require, I can either do it free, which is going to take your time and attention, going out there and talking to people, or hoping that people just send you people, or you can consider paid, and you're going, well, if I just need an additional 6 to 10 quotes per month to win an extra 3 to 5 jobs per month, how much is that worth to me? Remember, you're dealing with the gap between your original 20 you average and the 26 to 30 quotes that you're going to do per month. That's the gap you're paying for. Remember, your overheads stay the same. You're just additional payer. Or relationships. You can start building long-term relationships. I highly recommend, if you're going to be in business for longer than 12 months, let's say 2 to 3 years, you work on those 3 strategies over that 12 to 24 months. Free isn't that complicated to set up. You can create a referral system. Paid is going to take some testing and measuring. What works for you? Let me share where most traders get stuck, not with lead flow, by the way, not with lead flow at all. Do you get random emails and calls from SEO people, Google ad people, Facebook people, social media people selling you, we can give you an additional 20 new leads per month? Or my favorite is, they send you an email and ask you, can you handle an extra 20 new jobs per month? I can't be the only person getting it. I bet you're getting it too. So what they're not addressing is that is not necessarily the problem. The problem that comes in when you're running your business, when you're getting the lead flow in, is how do you handle them when they come in? That's why there's businesses built on getting new leads for the painting industry, for the roofing industry, for the tiling industry, because it's not that hard, by the way. It's really not that hard. The complexity happens post that. Your ability to contact, book any appointment, follow up, and convert. They know that. They're selling you the silver bullet that you think you need, but if you can take control of your ability to increase the number and quality of quality leads into your business, so you increase the quality and number of quotes and proposals that you're doing, then it buys back your time so you can focus on the next step is, how do we get these leads through some simple steps, process, automation, dare I say AI. Please don't go down an AI rabbit hole if you are not comfortable with this. But taking that person or those 26 new leads through a simple process where you are quoting and doing proposals for the ones that you want to work for the most. That is where complexity lies, not in lead flow. So when people are freaking out and going, well, I just need more leads, that is not that hard a problem to solve. If you can think about it into the context of it is just eyeballs. It is unlikely the quality of work, if you're listening to this, you're probably a pretty good business operator. So, and to say it, it's unlikely that the quality of work by itself is going to significantly increase the number of leads without people knowing it. They have to know it. So whether it be eyeballs, earballs, radio, billboards, website, ads, whatever it happens to be, your ability to get more eyeballs on you is going to help you increase the quality and the number of leads in your business. Cool? 3 key takeaways. 1, marketing is getting leads to the door. Sales is getting them through the door. Focus on marketing, getting people to the door. 2, there's only 3 ways to do that. Free, paid, and relationships. Don't overcomplicate this shit. Okay? Don't get all Google bamboozled, social media, TikToking, and all that sort of shit. That's only the 3 categories that are available for you and your painting business in regards to getting people to the door. The third component, which is the overarching framework of all of this, is how do we get more eyeballs on the services that we do? Because that there, my friend, is the work of marketing. All my efforts in our businesses, and particularly in my painting business, is about getting eyeballs on the business. That is the work that I have to do. Everything else is just a function. Painting is operations. Admin is admin, right? Marketing is about getting eyeballs on the business, and that is my core function. Is more eyeballs on the business, it starts at that point. Remember, input, sales and marketing, throughput, scheduling and delivery, after sales and marketing. It's never before, it's after. Output, business management and reporting. It all starts over here. Anyway, if you'd like a hand with anything, you got any questions, comment below. I'd love to reach out and hear from you. Otherwise, subscribe, stay cool, be well, and see you on Intuits. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you got value from today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss expert tips. If you want some support, check out the link in the show notes and see how we can help you. Don't forget to follow us on socials @PainterCoach. Stay cool, be well, and as usual, see you on Interwebs. Bye.